Do you like eating good food? I like eating good food. If I was able, I would eat good food till the end of time. But the problem often is that good food is either too time consuming or too difficult to make. Well, today, I'll be demonstrating to you how to make a toasted caprese sandwich. A simple sandwich that could be made under an hour. Here we have all the ingredients that you will need for the toasted caprese sandwich, the sandwich that we will be making today. First off, basil pesto, cooking grade butter, fresh mozzarella, French sandwich rolls, fresh tomatoes, and baby spinach. Now that you have all your ingredients, first thing you want to do is go ahead and wash them. I washed my tomatoes off camera before recording, but I will be showing you how to wash your baby spinach. Even if, it does come like pre-washed at the factory, whatever they do before they package it, it never hurts to be safe. Just go ahead and take out how much you think you'll need. That's about enough for me. Let's go ahead and just rinse it with a colander. Obviously, you should wash your hands before this. Now that you have them rinsed down, what you're going to want to do, now this might sound a little strange, is put a little salt on it. Because what the salt does is it dries up any amoebas that might be left in there. Alright, I've waited a minute. Now we rinse them again. And if all the salt didn't come off, well, then it's just seasoning for the next couple steps. Now that you have washed your produce, it's time to cut. Go ahead and cut off any remaining stems that might be still on your baby spinach. Just because you don't want that hard part when you're biting into the sandwich. Nothing wrong with it. Finish cutting the rest of these off camera. Now that I have finished cutting the stems off of all my baby spinach, we can go ahead and start to cut the tomatoes. Now that you're done cutting your baby spinach, now you can begin to slice up your tomatoes. Depending on the type of rolls that you buy and what brand you buy from, they may or may not come pre-sliced. Mine do not. So I will go ahead and slice them up. Try to slice them with you on the button. Furthermore, if your mozzarella cheese is not pre-sliced like mine is not, as you're doing that, go ahead and set your oven to bake at 400 degrees. Now that all of your ingredients have been washed, sliced, and readied, we can now begin building our sandwich before it goes to bake. First off, identify your bottom pieces of bread and spread your butter. If your butter has been sitting out of the fridge long enough, it should already be ready to melt. But if it isn't, go ahead and pop it in for the microwave for about 8-ish seconds or so it'll get soft enough to spread. Then, first off, you want to put your spinach in. Put enough to cover the whole pot. I'm sure by this point y'all might be asking, where's the meat? Where's the meat? Well, that's the thing about the Caprese sandwich. It really isn't supposed to be a sandwich. It originally started off as a salad. It's supposed to be eaten cold, but I like to eat it toasted and as a sandwich because I think that tastes better. And it does. Now that you've had your spinach laid out, you can go ahead and put our tomatoes. I think I might have cut them a little big this time around. What's up? Just save some for next time. Finally, put your mozzarella on top. Now my oven has already been brought to temperature, so I'm going to go ahead and place them in. The possible variations on the sandwich are endless. You can choose to season your tomatoes, add a little bit of avocado. Me personally, I prefer ciabatta bread over this French loaf bread. You can choose to add and substitute a meat. You can change your pesto. There's a bunch of different things that you can do with this sandwich. You can make a toasted caprese on the griddle, on the stovetop, in the oven, in an air fryer, really whatever you choose. Now that you've got your sandwich in the oven, you're going to want to let it sit for about 6 to 7 minutes before your sandwich will be ready. But this is not the only way that you can make a toasted caprese. Once your sandwiches are ready, you can go ahead and do the final step. Carefully take your hot sandwiches off of the paper. Grab your basil pesto and spread it on. Spread as much as you want, or as little as you want. The pesto flavor isn't especially strong, but it is good. Important to note that basil does have nuts in it. I believe it has cashews. Has cashews. So if you are allergic to nuts, do not use basil pesto. I repeat, if you are allergic to nuts, do not eat basil pesto. I've had that mistake before, and it's not pretty. Go ahead and repeat the process with your other sandwich. Now, finally, you have made your toasted caprese sandwich. As you can see, I already got a bite in. I'm so hungry. But, yep. Very easy to make. Took me under an hour, about 45 minutes or so if I'm taking the clock correctly. And